Lapras Love with a first-time chat. I want to register for EVO just to do it. I'm not good at fighting games, but I like playing for fun and watching competitive play. Is registration worth it if I'm just going to get washed? Absolutely. Because I'll tell you this right now, the joy of EVO has nothing to do necessarily with the competition. The joy of EVO is going to come from the fact that you're going into a room with a few thousand people who actually love the same thing that you do. When you go meet up with some random people and you're like, hey man, did you see that what Tokido did last weekend? And the guy just looks at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, I didn't eat a taquito last week, you know, like when you're in EVO and like everyone you run into and you'd be like, who's your favorite player? Sonic Fox, you know, it's just like it's such a joy. You absorb the environment. You see the artist alleys where everyone's drawing all these cool pictures. You go to the joystick museum and you're like, this is so sick. And you sit down and watch a top 8 and you, like, I've said this to many people and there are a lot of people who have confirmed this with me. The first time you're in the room for a top 8 and some crazy shit happens on the stage and you scream and a few thousand people jump up and scream with you is going to be one of the most euphoric feelings you will ever feel in your life, because you are in a room with a bunch of people that appreciated the same shit that you did, and it's just like, I am home. Like, these are my people, right? Like, it's so great to feel that. It's so great to feel that. And it is, yeah, absolutely. Pasadena, it's euphoric. It honestly is. When I experienced the Daigo parry was when I was like, shit, this can become something. Because that feeling that I got from the Daigo parry is still just like something that I will never be able to shake from my core, because it was such a crazy feeling to have, honestly. And once you experience that the first time, or even if it's just doing the Cell yell on the stage with everyone, or the Geese reveal trailer for Tekken 7 and the audience went, like, people still say that the Geese reveal for Tekken 7 at EVO was one of their most memorable moments, because the entire audience lost their shit when Geese got revealed for Tekken 7. The entire arena collectively lost their shit together, and it was such a wonderful moment. In the King of Fighters 13 top 8, when people were chanting and singing for the Mexico flag, when Bala was playing, like, these things, it just sticks with you. And so even if you go 0-2 in every game, it's not necessarily about that, especially with the way Rick and Markman have done such a good job adding a lot more to EVO, you know, with the arcade museums, with the arcade where you can play stuff, with a lot of extra things that you can do at EVO now, and it's probably only going to get better. And again, you'll meet new people, try to get casuals in there with some other people, and it's a wonderful environment to be around, and it's so good. It's so good. Like, so many people who have gone to EVO have been just like, my God, like, how has it taken me this long to go here? Like, this is where I belong, and it's wonderful. It's really great. Ironically, EVO is actually, I just think, kind of worse for the players that are good, because a lot of times they have to wait, or their systems aren't, or like they're like, oh, I'm complaining about, you know, this bracket runner or whatever, or God, it's like impossible to practice. The hotel rooms are so far away. Like, how do I practice? Da 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 da. It's like really crazy. I think it's actually more fun for the spectators at EVO than it is for some of the top players, honestly. Yeah, and, you know, again, you know, Best of V Show, I was talking about this on Twitter, going in person eliminates the negativity we experience online. You know, true, obviously, there are a lot of exceptions. People have definitely run into really, really terrible experiences in person, and it happens, and unfortunately, it's a thing, but, you know, again, I don't see it as an FGC thing. I see it as a geek culture thing. the gatekeeping, the sexism, homophobia, the that kind of stuff. A lot of that is very tied to geek culture, right? And so I feel like that's a problem. It's not unique to us. That doesn't mean we're not going to try to be better than everyone else and make it better in the FGC, but it's a problem. It's not something that you change in our. It's a society problem, really, is what it comes down to, unfortunately. So yes, a lot of people will have bad experiences, and it's unfortunate. And some of them, it'll haunt them for the rest of their lives. And I'm sad. I wish that wouldn't have happened. But if you bring in thousands of random people from around the world, some are gonna be jerks. Unfortunately, it's true. But Peter0611 says the in real life experience is generally still so much more fun and positive than online and social media, which I will say yes. So Waifu says, I signed up for Street Fighter V 1 Evo and my first match was at 8:30 a.m. I was like, nah, I'm good. That happens in Vegas too. Now, they obviously made sure that, like this last year, they ran no pools at 8 a.m. They waited till 10. So they're trying to prevent that from happening at this point. So, oh man. I don't know if Lapras Love is still in the chat, but I hope that answered your question. How long do you think the lifespan of Street Fighter 6 is going to be? Longer than Street Fighter 5? I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if I want it to be. Because by that point, after 7 years, you're just like, God damn it, give me a new game now. It's hard not to. And especially when a game ends up with 50 characters, you're just like, I don't want to learn 50 matchups. And so, like, sometimes it's always kind of good to be to get new games. So if it does last like 8 or 9 years, and that means it's a really good game, cool. But I'm still not sure that that's what I want. I'm still not sure that's what I want. Let's see here. Any other questions here? Any other questions? Hi, Nathan. Six Machine? What did Six Machine say here? I had 10 a.m. pools for DNF and the Vegas bus didn't show up last year, so I jogged from Paris to Madrid. Oh my God. Ow. I was sweaty by the time I got it. Sucks.